Oh, dear stranger, journeying to a pub, and how many days must pass till I see you again. Perhaps you might consider leaving your door unlocked at night.
Hot damn, rookie. Who could have guessed the famous director would be a part of her own real-life thriller? After talking to her, we still got nothing useful to go on. I can't read anything behind that smiling face of hers. But if your little theory has got any truth to it, then Noir is in real danger. So why not talk? Isn't she worried about her own life?
是吗？原来对面杂货店那家的女儿也……
就是咯，最近都不知道搞什么，好多街坊家里都出了事。老卢家还算好嘞，他带着女儿去看中医，抓了药，吃了一段时间就好了不少。但是对面街口马仔，他阿妈就麻烦了。那个阿婆原本就身体不好，忽然间又变得疯疯癫癫，他们两公婆都担心死了。之前都有个靓妹来问这件事，说什么事情不太对路。哎，我说呀，就是临近年关，那些污浊的东西都出来了。
您说还有人打听过这件事？那是什么人？
他说自己是什么新科学什么鬼事务所的，好像是个神婆，刚来到唐人街这一带的。他还给了我一张卡片，印得鬼唔馬六個，不過不知道被我放到哪里去。
原来如此，多谢您。
So, any progress?
I have some bad news. First, there are more victims than we expected. Second, we're not the only ones who've noticed. We need to hurry if we don't want this case to attract wider attention.
Why don't we start with the director then? She seems like our best lead. I've got a hunch her case is connected with this one. Just like you said, there are too many coincidences to not dig deeper. That writer, what was it? Huh, Ridgewine? She's an arcanist, right? No surprise that she'd imbue that film with all of her final bits of hatred. I've seen a dozen cases like it. Cursed objects are weird as heck. It's definitely possible that it could have chased Noir all the way here.
But there isn't any evidence that corroborates the rivalry between Miss Noah and Miss He.
Hold on. Didn't you read that in a report by another visual? Maybe it's only hearsay, but that's something. Not only that, get this. I did some digging of my own. The night that cleaner leaped off that roof was the exact same night that Noir was in the car accident that left her legs paralyzed. It gets freakier. According to the reports, they happened within minutes of each other. And the building was less than a block away from the scene of the accident. How's that for evidence? We've got a saying in the DAA, Cadet. When it comes to Arcanum, there's no such thing as coincidences.
Whether coincidence or not, it isn't much to go on. We need evidence.
Of course. We can't just leap to accusations without proof. But when it comes to arcane crime, you've got to follow your hunches. So keep your nose to the ground. I get you. This isn't just about evidence. You don't want to point the finger at someone you admire. But you've got to pursue this, even if that means you have to separate the artists from their work.
Actually, there is another reason that I'm not entirely convinced that Miss Noah, the film incident, and the events in Chinatown are connected. In fact, it's quite a substantial reason. If our records are correct, the cursed reel was found and contained by the Foundation 6 months after the initial incident. Which means, unless something has gone horribly wrong, it should still be safely stored within the Arcanum Containment Department.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well. If I remember it right, you mentioned earlier that you saw someone from the Foundation acting suspicious yesterday.
Yes, like the lady over there. She also works for the ACD.
Guess we'll have a talk with her.
I agree, Miss Baudier.
The performance is about to start. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
I'm here for a worn tooth.
Get in line, up on the wall. 1, 2, 3.
Fine. Genius. Whatever.
Dental checkup.
Do you have any requests?
No.
Please enjoy.
Thank you for your cooperation.
All right. The party's over. Thank you for cleaning up the room and washing those mugs and glasses. I have another round to catch.
All right, I'll tell. But only to you, since you're a vigil, but she isn't, right? Sorry, I should really only disclose this info to other Foundation members. There's no one I would trust more than a vigil, Miss Liang. I'm here on a mission for the Foundation, and you might be able to help me with it.
September 1990, a female arcanist committed a serious assault and caused a number of casualties. She had appeared at an illegal gathering held by the Order of Enlightenment, a subordinate organization of Manes Vindictae. The Timekeeper encountered her and confirmed her identity. Anjo Nala, a Beyond Arcanist. Born sometime in the 19th century, she was sealed inside a wind-up toy in the year 1968. Since then, she has become a lethal weapon that must obey whoever possesses her toy. But back in 1985, I mean, the real 1985, that toy had been safely stored in an Arcanum containment department as a dangerous item.
Until it was stolen.
You were involved in that particular inventory check. There are 4 additional items that are now lost aside from number 066. The circumstances of the last storm and that devastating spell threw our whole organization into chaos. However, there's no excuse for failing to uphold our department's most crucial mission. Fortunately, it appears that our break-in was committed by a single culprit.
I heard what you and your partner just said. It's about all the weird things that happen in Chinatown, right? It was my mission to catch Latham and retrieve all the arcane objects she'd stolen before they caused more damage. But I guess it's already too late for that.
Then you're saying that...
Yes, the cursed reel from the incident you mentioned was among the stolen items. And you said that you have some clue about its current whereabouts? I was told to operate under strict secrecy. But at this point, the faster they're retrieved, the better. So, shall we work together? Our main suspect is Latham, an awakened arcanist. It's hard for me to believe she'd do this. We were colleagues and close friends. I used to call her Loggerhead because she's the most forgetful person I know. At first, I refused to believe she could do such a thing. I still don't understand why. She's not the kind to be greedy. But the Vigils investigated the theft thoroughly, and the Vigils are not the kind to make mistakes. You've been here a few days already, right? Have you had any word about where she might be?
Sorry, I haven't.
Oh, what a pity.
Have a good day.
What's the rush? I haven't even finished my noodles.
We can eat later, but we need to find Miss Latham now.
Wait, hold on. I'm all for chasing down a crook. But why do I get the feeling you didn't tell your Foundation friend about your run-in with Latham? What's up? Why are you keeping her in the dark?
I think that something isn't right about her. I've been to the A City before. To most, it might seem defenseless, but it's actually heavily protected by arcane rituals. According to Miss Scott, Latham acted alone. But there's nothing in her file that would suggest she's capable of that. Her arcane skill level is frankly far from remarkable. Even with insider knowledge, I don't believe it's possible she could have bypassed the security system and escaped on her own. Either Miss Latham has played the Foundation for fools, or she has more powerful accomplices. That leads me to another thing. This mission is not something a typical Foundation staff member would be assigned to, as Miss Scott claimed to be. There's something we don't know.
You're saying that girl with glasses lied to you?
Maybe. Or that she was being lied to herself. There was another thing I found while searching through Miss Latham's files. Or rather, what I didn't find. There were no warnings or notices on her employee records.
You mean she's not actually wanted?
No, I don't think so. Miss Scott said that their department wanted to solve this problem in secret. So I thought that might explain the reason Miss Latham's warrant wasn't on her file. However, when I tried to access more of their records to double-check my findings, I ran into a block on Miss Scott's records.
Access denied. You do not have permission to view this information. If you need access, please contact your supervisor.
It could just be because I'm only a cadet. There are some files that I don't have access to yet. I contacted my supervisor, but I haven't heard anything back. I don't mean to distrust her, but I can't hold anyone above suspicion.
And what about me? You're putting a lot of trust in me, Liang. Is it really all right that you're telling me all this? A dangerous item stolen from the Foundation, and possibly an inside job at that. That's a scandal in the making. You could have just lied to me, make up some kind of story. It's not hard for a smart kid like you.
Why would I? We're partners, Miss Poitier. Hiding information from you wouldn't be right. You told me that yourself, didn't you?
Me?
Yes. The first day we were on duty together, you said you need to know what makes me tick.
I did, didn't I?
I've reconsidered it, and you're right. During my training as a vigil, our instructor emphasized many times that trusting our partner was of vital importance. And you, Miss Poitier, have proven to be capable, decisive, and compassionate. I have developed a deep respect for your work. We share the same goal, to discover the truth behind the incidents happening in Chinatown. I can't think of any reason why I shouldn't cooperate with you.
all right, enough. I'm blushing already. Damn, girl. I didn't expect my meek little mouse to turn into this.
This what?
Forget it. You've made your point. Now stop it. But you kinda missed my point. I'm worrying that the Foundation is gonna punish you for leaking classified information. Won't you get in trouble?
Though I may be a vigil of the Foundation, before that, I am the descendant of the Liang family. I'm obliged to do all that is necessary to fulfill my destiny. And given the circumstances, I think providing all relevant information that might assist us in catching the thief and retrieving the threatening arcane objects is worth bending the rules. Just a little. Besides, I'm not under any orders to keep this a secret, so...
Cheeky, and you say you don't like bending the rules. I see you, boo. And I like it. Come on, let's work this out together, partner.
Which one is my room again? Oh, right. I wrote it down. Let me see. There it is. I almost went too far again. Now the key card. Where did I put it? Oh, here. Home sweet home. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Latham, right? It's been a while.
We have some questions for you. Please try to cooperate.
Wait! Give me 10 more minutes.
Silence.
Your every desire is my command.
So, one at a time or all of you at once?
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
still a pansy.
A tooth for a tooth.
Bleed, mortals!
3, 2, 1, down.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do 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 do.
All right, fine. I'll tell you everything. It was me, okay? They said I stole those arcane objects and sold them for money. Well, maybe I did. Ouch!
What do you mean, maybe?
Because, actually, I can't remember it. I can't find my memory film for that time, so really, I just don't know.
Memory film.
So, to summarize what you just said, Latham, you're an awakened piece of a movie projector which forms a Latham loop. You were designed to play movies, not record them, and that's why you suffer from severe amnesia. You can only recall things that happened within the last 3 days, and after that, you'll forget almost everything. Do I got that right?
I guess so.
You guess so? I can see why that friend of yours calls you Loggerhead. You deserve the name. What is going on here?
It's understandable. Awakened arcanists often suffer side effects related to their origins and materials, but still, this is quite unusual, to say the least. So, she has no memory of what happened 3 days ago, or even any of the cases she was involved in. So then, she's basically useless to our investigation. I can only imagine what a disaster it would be if you showed up in a Detective CO7 movie.
Hey, that's rude. How come I'm a disaster?
What do you think?
I've made a request for Miss Latham's detailed records, but I don't think she's lying. Back at the hospital, the best lie she could come up with was a hamster riding a stethoscope. I kind of doubt she's a master manipulator.
My Alda always said,
No matter business or bonding, you're always welcome.
Hãy subscribe cho